So we're headed to a residence here in Tempe. The customer called and is looking for a panel replacement or a breaker replacement. Typically when we have a client that asks us, hey, I want all my breakers replaced, it's because they talked to somebody else and said that might be the cheaper option or the better option. But we're gonna go take a look and we'll see what we find. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna open this panel up, take a look at what we're gonna do. She wants to add more power. This panel here is obviously outdated. It's a NEMA 1, which isn't in the right location. Like we need a NEMA 3R panel here. So in order to replace this, she also wants to look at replacing the whole thing. So we're gonna replace it all with an all-in-one. We'll redo the mast, the riser, bring everything up to current and National Electric codes. And in order to do that, we got to get the utility involved and the city. So we'll get a city permit. We'll have the utility come out, shut everything down and disconnect it, make it safe so we can do the work. And now I'm gonna open it up just to see what we're dealing with so the guys aren't surprised when they come out here to change it. And then we put a new one in. She also needs a line run over. We're gonna clean up this. This is, when you hire somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, you end up with one of these, a lot of these little elbows. It's not like this is the easy way. This is the surefire sign of not electrician, because electricians have benders. I was surprised he has a bend here, but didn't do a bend over there. So who knows? They're putting in a little mini split over there in the corner. They need power to that. So we're gonna just write up a quote. I'm gonna write up a quote to replace this all the way, riser and everything on one line item, and then another line item for the power she needs. And then before we leave, we're gonna present that quote to her, ask her if she's ready to move forward, or if she needs anything else. So the label on this panel doesn't really tell me how many spaces or circuit it is. You can see they're using some tandems here. They ran out of space years ago. And tandems is a quick, easy fix. The good news is on this one, most of the wiring in the home is copper. There are some aluminum circuits here for larger appliances, which is typical. But I think this might have been replaced in 1984 per the homeowner. Which is good because the house I think might have been built in the 50s. So seeing copper is a good sign for us. That means somebody came in here and took care of it and upgraded a long time ago. But you can see the wires come in through here, and then we have a riser here. So when you think about an all-in-one panel, the power coming from the top is on the left side. It's going to be where the meter socket is. The meter's always on the left. So if we have essentially our meter is on the right side of where this comes in. So we'll either have to move this over to where the load center is going to be inside the panel, or move the riser over to be on the left side. So we also have to keep in mind we have a gas meter down here, so we need to have clearance of that. So I'm going to take pictures and clearance. We might even have to move it over, and if that's the case, then what we'll do is we'll set a junction box here and make those junctions into a new panel, clear of the gas, clearer, and then we'll have to relocate the overhead. So I'm gonna just take some measurements, some pictures, and then we'll go from there. So I got it all worked up to do the work she asked for, replacing the panel, getting it up to code. We're gonna move it over because we have the gas meter. Then we're gonna need to run new ground rods, bonding for the gas, bonding for the water out front, and then a new riser up. So I've added that together, I put it on here. And then on the residential, also for that power for the air handler, I added a separate line item for that. So if you guys want a quote, you gotta call me to your house. I'm not gonna tell you what her quote is. Okay, bye. Okay. So we're leaving that nice lady. I presented the quote. It was a little bit more than she expected. I think the last guy that came out, she did say that she has another quote. But the quote that she had didn't reference moving the panel, which they really don't have a choice given the National Electric Code and the gas meter right there and the clearances. So it was mostly spending a lot of time educating the client, kind of building trust, showing that we're the experts and we know what we're doing, and that's why. She said she's going to talk to her husband. I asked her if I could follow up with her in a few days. She said no problem. And she said, thanks for coming out and showing me the stuff that the other guys didn't. So I'll let you know where it ends up. If we land the project, maybe you'll see another video of us doing the work. So see ya.